Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast. We'll be bringing raw and unfiltered energy for each movie and TV show that we will be reviewing. Just think of it as turning your movie group chat into a podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jazz.
I am Jason. And man, per usual, I got some house rules I want to run through with you. So let's get started. One, we will be spoiling this review. So if you haven't seen it, you haven't watched it, please stop, go check it out, and then come listen to this review. Number two, please like, share, subscribe. Let your friends know, let your church members know, let your family know what we are doing over here at the Was It Good Though podcast. Number three, have fun. We just kicking shit, having fun with my friends. That's what we do. And last but not least, this is not a kid-friendly podcast. So if you're watching with your kids, that's something on you that has nothing to do with us. Let's get to this review.
Very interesting. Go ahead and get that on. Okay.
My three favorite Tyler Perry movies, probably Jazzman's Blues. I really enjoyed that. Why Did I Get Married? Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one either Boo or Boo 2. One of them. I really enjoyed them. No, don't make that face. Don't make that face.
Hmm?
Don't make that face. Don't act like that. What's your favorite three Tyler Perry movies?
All right. The first one, honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I'm sorry. Love it. Even though he technically didn't direct it, still love it. Still love it. I mean, it's the best, it had the best scene ever. Are you hungry? Why don't you go into the kitchen and get yourself something to eat? I roll every time. Like, I'm just like, that scene gives me life. I freaking love it. Why Did I Get Married? Yes, the first one, obviously. And then The Family That Prays. Okay, I'm sorry, that's a banger. That's a banger. And when Sanaya Lathan got slapped over the counter, I was like, whoo, earned. I feel like it was the only time that Black women cheered on other Black women getting hit. I feel like we were all in unison. We were like, yeah, take care of that.
She played a very good villain.
So good.
I was sitting here like, what? All right, sis. Well, luckily today we are not doing a Tyler Perry movie.
And the church said, amen.
Amen. Jason, would you like me to do the intro, or would you like to do the intro? You looking for your background?
How did you know?
I mean, looking a bit American back there.
And I'm struggling at finding one that's going to work.
Season 4 finale just came through. I mean, it was a banger, so not too shabby, but I got you. You're trying to.
Yeah, it was. So you watched the boys. Okay. So you enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. Any thoughts on what's to come next?
Sure. They are about to go balls to the wall. Okay, season 5.
Yeah.
They got nothing. And it's gonna be great because they already know it's the final season. They don't gotta save nothing. They don't gotta do no cop outs. They can go balls to the wall.
No more season 3. Thank you. Thank God.
So let me ask this then, since there's no kind of restrictions for them going into this final season, do y'all think people's expectations are going to be through the roof?
Yes, because people seem to be a little divided on season 4. I think they found it, they didn't like it as much as the previous seasons. Even though I think it follows the trajectory that you would have with the show. You know, you have your beginning, you find your team, the team splits. That is the normal thing. So the season was more about exploring characters and their past and, you know, self-reflection, because everyone was going through it, even Starlet. And, you know, people on whole tend to have a little less patience with that type of exploring character episodes, you know, like do something. And then, of course, they feel like the violence has gotten gratuitous, which I'm like, have we been watching the same show? What y'all talking about? It's like the same level to me. Like, I don't think anything is gonna beat the opening of season 3.
I think the Huey episode. Well, let me not say that. The Huey when he was in with Tech Knight in the cave. That was the first time I've ever seen people actually get mad at the show, and I was like, the first episode when this show starts out is literally a hero getting, raped. Like it. That's how it begins.
That's
So
how it
now it's
begins.
so now we get to the end. It's like now we have a problem with it. But sorry to go too much into that tangent because that's not
Yeah,
the
yes.
movie or the
No.
show that we will be discussing. But I do have one more before we jump off of this because since we here, did you watch Snow?
Okay.
Did you watch Snowfall as well?
No, my husband did. My husband was
Oh,
big into Snowfall.
what the fuck? Okay, all right. So so let's get into it, people. What's good? This
Oh,
is the Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason,
I am Jazz.
and today we are joined with a lovely young lady, who's here. We've been kind of back and forth conversing through the different YouTube channels, and it's now made its way into the Instagram chat, and now she is on an episode, and hopefully in the future one day we can chat with her on her episode, Miss Lisa of the NXG Global. Is that that's the
production.
production? There we go. There we
Yeah.
go. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Let's see. So we have Jason, we have Jazz. Should I just go off Jaleese this episode? Keep that J thing going? Just-
I mean, it is what it is. Let the people know what you have going on, what you're doing, and where they can find you.
Oh, okay. Well, wow. Okay.
Be
So
shameless.
I
Be shameless.
be shameless.
Yeah.
Let me get out my notes real quick. I am a writer, a director, and a producer.
Let's go.
Thank you. I have my own series, The Zombie Chronicles. It's on Tubi right now. Season 1. I am working on season 2. I'm editing it right now. It's not scary or or disgusting. It's not The Boys. And I own my own production company, NXG Global Productions. This is one of my crew shirts. That's our little funny joke, so you know who's who on set. And I have a movie podcast that I do with my actually my DP, Had, and it's Real Movie Lovers, which you can find on NXG Global Productions YouTube channel and IG. So hopefully I
Yes.
didn't say too
Oh,
much.
no, absolutely not. Let the folks
Nah.
know.
Yeah, that's what that's for. You have the floor is yours. Go crazy, balls to the walls. If you must, you know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
this week, episode 112, right? 112. I'm not tripping.
No, this is 113.
115?
13.
113. Okay, there we
Dang.
go.
All right. I miss Cupid.
I was about to say that too. Well,
Come
You're the
on.
second
All right,
person
all right.
to say that.
well, actually, I was going peaches and cream. Actually, I was going peaches and cream. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I didn't know it was that kind of episode. Okay, I see you. All right. All right.
Every
Okay.
episode is the type of episode for me. However, did y'all ever notice in the song Peaches and Cream, he like feeling for her weave? Did y'all ever notice that? No?
What?
Okay. Sing the chorus. Sing the chorus, Peaches and Cream.
I'll do it offline.
Listen, there is some listen, yeah, so much in songs that I missed when I was like, not even saying a kid, high school, because I'm like, well, that beat drop, let's go. And then you go back, you're like, wait, what did he say? Wait,
Yeah, and
what did he say?
I had older cousins, and they used to sound like, man, I don't think that's what he's talking about, but I'm gonna let you continue. But episode 113, so let me get back on track. It's about Hitman, starring Glen Powell, up and coming. Well, I said he was a star. It's been a minute, but it's cool. I'm glad people are here with me today. Or if not, we're gonna discuss what we are today with Glen Powell. But Hitman, this movie was not what I expected. I believe I watched the trailer and still the movie was something different. And I like the uniqueness of it and what it kind of turned into the a whodunit closer to the end. In my opinion, well they kind of solved it early, but that, I definitely had it. My expectations was like, wait, no, that's not what's happening. It's not that. So it's something completely different, Jazz.
Yeah, because when you watched it, you told me about it. You was like, Jazz, you need to watch this movie. And I was like, yeah, all right. Didn't even put it on my radar. I was just like, when I get to it, I get to it. Jason was like, you'll have a lot of fun with this. And I was just like, when I finally, because he was like, we need to review this. And I'm like, man, you know what? You know how many good movies coming out this summer? Ain't nobody worried about no Hitman. Jason, I want to let you know, I apologize, my brother. I apologize because you was right, but we're not there yet. I'm going to say a quick synopsis of The Hitman. Is a story about being a fake killer will allow you to meet the love of your life and you'll turn into a real killer. So,
they say you got to fake it till you make it. And I mean,
Gary, who is Glen Powell's character in this movie, he said there's no such thing as a real hitman. Lisa, what did you send us into the DM today? Did you not send a report in Florida of a man? He hired multiple killers, so he had money to spend.
Yeah, like, first, can I just say real quick, these must have been amateurs. You hired 3 separate killers and they couldn't get the job done?
She's still alive.
Who is your wife, Wonder?
You could have went to the hood and it came out with a better job than that.
Hello.
Thank you.
Imagine hiring 3 different people to do one thing and they all fail, bro. The bitch, is like you said, is she Wonder Woman? Is she Batman? Like, why did she come out this unscathed? She came out with an ailment. She was sick a little bit.
Look, I'm glad that she's well. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad to know that art imitates life. So there are real X-Men among us, because how do you survive 3 assassination attempts without your own team? Like, I don't understand.
Sis was in there fighting them.
She was getting it in. She done watch what's that? The Panic Room.
She done watch it. Supercell. Oh, she wasn't black. Never mind. She wasn't black.
No. She might have some. She might have had some in her. We don't know.
She might have on
that's
her
why
lip.
You said 3 hits. That's why you said 3 hits on her.
Okay, but follow me here. So, do you get your money back, or you lost that deposit? I need to know.
I think the deposit is gone, but he also killed himself because he said, "Wait, none of y'all could do it. Ah, fuck this. I'm out of here."
It's me or her. Right. It's me or her.
Listen, I don't want to be a butthead, but seeing as how well he completed the job on himself, he should have just did it himself. I think he would have.
It's just, I mean, because how do you even face the person you tried to send a hit on with 3 different people that failed? Like, how do you even face them again?
Do you think they also worked with the dude that took that shot the other week? They from the same organization. They can't get their job done. But
they pay his family off. They paid his family to take that shot.
I think that too. But now we pretty much meet Gary. We're hearing this movie is being told from Gary's point of view. As you said, what?
I said, of course it is.
Look, I mean, it was a nice little story. Lisa, since you are our guest, what were your thoughts at the beginning of this movie, seeing Gary and the kind of stuff Gary's into and where he goes from there?
Well, if I'm being honest, and maybe this is just, those inward prejudice that we already have, that one scene of him sitting alone in his kitchen with the cats and eating alone, I'm like, oh, he already there. He a killer. What we talking about? He look like he a regular killer. What we doing? Like, he checking off all the boxes? Boom. White man? Boom. Cats? Boom. Alone? Boom. Oddly neat? Boom.
Sociopath.
Done. What we talking about?
Damn. You read the hell out of him. I like it. I like it. But since we're talking about Glen Powell, who is somebody that's got a lot of work coming and they're just dropping movies, Twister definitely was one recently. Jason, what are your 2 favorite Glen Powell movies, if you have any?
It is kind of early for me to
Ooh.
say what's my favorite, because I want to pick things that he led in as opposed to being supporting. So he was more supporting in Top Gun, so I don't think it's fair to give him a leading
Agreed.
in that.
Agreed.
But if I had to pick Devotion with him and Jonathan Majors, I think that showed a lot of range, which I felt like, okay. But I felt like with both of them, I'm like, yeah, these two here, they the next ones. Unfortunately, we see what happened to John
3 months later.
But then you got Anyone But You. I really enjoy Anyone But You, which that seemed like the Glenn. Glenn has range. He can go. It almost goes anywhere from the action, the rom-com, the love story, the serious. Yeah, he can do it all. So yeah, I think Anyone But You and Devotion would be my 2 I would put in there.
Okay, cool. Lisa, what about yours?
So since we're not doing supporting, I'm not gonna.
Jason made that rule for
I'm-
himself. So you good, because he did not check off the 2 movies that I put on my favorite.
So I did put I put Top Gun because I was like, I know that nostalgia and all this stuff was mostly what like led that. But maybe okay, I was gonna be funny and say The Dark Knight, because you know he had like a I'm sorry, Dark Knight Rises, because he had like a little snippet. Like, no money here or whatever. Yeah.
Very small snippet.
There he is. But I'll give anyone but you as my other favorite. I was pleasantly surprised by how funny that movie was. Like, it's predictable, but it's a rom-com. You know what you're getting into. You know what I mean? So I laughed harder than I thought I would.
Yep.
And anytime I laugh more than I expect to, oh, you good in my books. You absolutely good in my books.
Okay. And I told y'all that I would throw a curveball at you with this question.
Well, here we go.
If you had the power to cast him in any movie as any character from the past or a movie that's out currently, what movie would it be?
That is a curveball. I believe Jason would like to go first.
Yeah, he has that. He can either be Logan or Gambit. Like he could be the replacement for Wolverine, in my opinion. Once Hugh gives it up, because he gonna have to give it up. Somebody's gonna have to take it next, and I think he can do it. Or he could be Gambit. I think he could be either one. It was something else. Green Lantern. He can be Green Lantern as well. He could either replace Ryan Reynolds back then as the Green Lantern, or he could be the next one that owns the helm. But outside of that, I can't think of anything else.
So you just basically call him like a hero.
No, I'm just thinking of things right now, because outside of that, like when you start replacing the other people that I put, he's not replacing Leo. He's not replacing Brad Pitt. He's not replacing Aaron Taylor Johnson. Like I just don't see him doing that. So
definitely Aaron.
Exactly.
You were so close. You were so close. Cyclops. It's right there. It's right there.
See, when I get to see Cyclops, my favorite character in X-Men. So not saying Glenn can't be Cyclops, but I need whoever I get for Cyclops, I gotta really be all the way in with that character.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, Cyclops definitely popped up in my list because I was like, he might be a good Cyclops. I like the Gambit one though too.
If nothing else, I don't Wolverine. I think about X-Men 97. I think about the cartoons, the movies. I'm like,
He got the little scruffy beard. He just
He
needs
too
the hair.
that's all he
tall.
got. He's too tall.
He's not that tall, I don't think.
No, he tall.
All
I
right,
think she
well,
was.
Wolverine is
I think she
5'2".
was just small. Huh?
Wolverine is 5'2".
How tall you think Hugh Jackman is?
he's he's tall. I mean, he's not that tall.
He's not 5'2".
5'7". With a good camera angle. Like,
Jazz,
no.
what movie? What character would you cast him in?
So I said American Psycho, replace Christian Bale, and I
He did.
said,
Which he already did.
He did. He already did Patrick though, right?
Yeah, he did.
In the movie,
He was-
he dressed as him.
exactly.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely.
he did a great
Mhm.
job. And then I said,
Mhm.
Armageddon, he can replace Ben Affleck's character.
Oh.
The Town. I could see him in maybe a robbery.
I don't know
movie.
how I feel. Like, I need to see him in something serious. Like, he's been in his action stuff, but like something serious. But I mean, he had a little serious emotional moment in Twister. That was in the trailer, so that's
So I
not
have-
a spoiler.
Okay, because I haven't seen Twister. I mean Twisters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Throw that S in there.
I'm
I
It,
gotta peep it.
I enjoyed it.
okay.
Yeah, people I talked to, they said they enjoyed it as well.
I haven't heard it. Okay, I haven't heard anything negative about it, to be perfectly honest with you. It's
Mhm.
just, like I have to shake off, the nostalgia from the first one and just get it off me and try to
Yeah.
go in clean. It's a little more hard to do sometimes. That's all.
Oh, I
That's all.
understand. Because that's how I'm going to be when Beetlejuice dropped. I already know. But Gary is on his first job. He just normally do surveillance. And he's just like, all right, you up. We need you to go ahead, be the hitman. Jason, what did you think about Gary's first job?
We've already declared him a sociopath. So I didn't feel like when he went into this, he was going to do wrong or do bad at it. Him being able to go in and take the job, it felt pretty normal for him. Like I could tell he was probably like a shy person, someone that stayed to himself, away from everybody for the most part, even though he was a professor. But that's a little bit different, as opposed to jumping out into the field. But yeah, he seemed pretty comfortable in that spot and being in control of the situation and being able to, guide a person to what he was going to do or how he was going to do it.
Yeah. And with this skill that he brought to this job, he was able to get more and also replace Jasper. Lisa, what did you think about Jasper's character in this movie?
I think that they tried to kind of dirty his character up enough that you didn't feel some kind of way by the end. Because in the beginning, he's like, man, everyone agreed to me online. I didn't beat up those. I was like, okay. So some character flaws. And then they're saying, he should have suspended for longer. I guess I needed more suspensionable stuff happening. Like, this is like fifth offense, like he's too rough with people or something. I was like, man, he jumped real fast to that bitterness, just kind of took him from here to 100 by the end. He's like, money or I snitch.
I think it made sense though. I think the progression made sense because especially when it comes to a white man and their job, oh my God, the shit they would do for their jobs, and like you being the one that's now the man that did the job, you were the backseat person, now you the front seat, now you driving, and you do a pretty good job, and you pretty good at doing it. And like I want this back. Like, nah, you're not getting it back. So the first opportunity I see when you fuck up, I'm on your ass because now I can get my job back. But now, oh my God, not only can I get my job back, I can send your ass to jail. Oh hell yeah. They go all this shit, all that fucked up shit I was doing. This is gonna wipe my entire slate clean. Cause yes, I made a mistake, but goddamn it, you intentionally fucking up. So you intentionally fucked up a case that has now led to some serious things out here. So yeah, no. Yeah, I
Well,
understood.
no,
I
I
get it.
agree with you. No, I agree with you. I was just my thing was like for us to be like okay with him, you know, being off the way he did, which they did a comedic, in a comedic way. I was like, oh, I thought they would have made him a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like built up a little bit more, but maybe it would have been too cartoonish. So,
When you say built up a little bit more, what do you mean? Because I don't know what you mean.
oh, so apologies. I forgot people can't read my mind. It's weird. So, like so his demeanor, how he is, his bitterness, yes.
Mhm,
And then him like beating up some perps or some high school kids. I can't remember who he beat up in the beginning.
mhm.
I thought it would be more like, he's had a really bad past with, perps, and he's been on suspension a bunch of times, and he put somebody in the hospital, and he got a bad temper, and like I thought that might be it. I mean, I'm okay with how they did it. I was just like, oh, okay, for us to completely not feel, to root for the bad guy. Sometimes, like, most of the time, they make the other bad guy worse. So
I mean, I think it depends because I feel like all that was, which is gonna be nice, well, interesting having this conversation with you now. Um, but I feel like it was all like plot devices, right? So him losing the job gave the opportunity for Gary to step up into the
yeah.
position, and then that kind of gives you, whether we know what happened or don't know what happened, it gives you you can at that point you can suspend your belief into whatever that situation is, and it's probably going to it's going to hit home for us because we're
Mm-hmm.
black. So it kind of is a little bit different for us to hear he beat up some black kids, a cop beat up black kids. That's automatically where it goes. So we don't, regardless of right, wrong, and different, that's what it
Mm-hmm.
was. That's what we heard. We didn't see. I don't think we ever seen the video,
No, no.
but the chief was trying to pull his face off of like away, pull him off of it. Just let this, which police shit, let it die down.
Yeah.
They'll forgive you. You'll be back on the streets in no time. That's what they were doing. But I think a lot of things are just more so used for a plot device as opposed to like them trying to do it. Because I don't think I would have liked. I think I enjoyed the character dialed, I guess dialed down
Yeah.
more
No,
so
I like Jasper.
because you had the separate dynamic when you had what, Marissa is her name, Madison, when you had
Yeah.
Madison's character. So you had
Mhm.
Madison, who I felt was the second villain of this story, which I felt like they could have played with that so many different ways. Don't say she's not the villain, Jazz.
I was going to ask you, could you explain after your point? I'm not saying she's not a villain.
Why Madison was a villain?
No, yes.
She was manipulative, vindictive, and she was the devil. He should have left. He should have left her alone. He should have left her alone because he never peeped it, but the entire time she was like trying to figure out a way to kill him. And at the end, it comes out she upped the insurance policy to get money. It was never that was so if we're gonna ride with the situation with Jasper, there was never any concrete evidence that this man ever did anything to her. The only thing that we ran with was because even when they ran into each other, he was upset. But shit, Jazz, if you're out, you and Lisa, y'all out, you see your man out with another chick, how you responding?
I'm going to get my Bible.
I don't, because I don't know how we're reacting to that situation, but you know, it's not just going to be a situation. I'm just like, nah, well, you know what? It is what it is. We're going
But
through
they
it.
weren't together at that time.
Yeah, they was divorced.
See, and see the story when he met him as the hitman, it just felt a little bit different from how she was telling the story. She was moving like a nigga, like a doggish nigga. So we're not gonna act like, yeah, that was divorce separated. She are you still married? She pull up her hand. Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
She was
The fuck
showing
out of here
him
with that.
no.
Jazz,
Okay,
men take their
no,
rings
no.
off all the time.
Okay, Jason, you all right, all right. You're not gonna win this, but since you wanna dig this hole, let's go. All right. When
Mm-hmm,
they're at the club, okay,
mm-hmm.
outside the club, and he's like getting all upset, did he say, that's my wife, we're together, da 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 da, like, what are you doing? Why are you here? Da 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 da. Or was he like, oh, I see how you moved on, I see you with other people? How was it? Remind me.
He said, I'm the boyfriend. He said, that's my wife. So what else? What were we trying to get to?
Hold on, because don't me run this back. Don't me run this back. Let me run this back right here. Let me run this back
Not
right
the live
here.
clips. He said, who the hell are you? He said, I'm the boyfriend. Who the hell are you? He said, I'm her husband. And that's what he was like. That's when he said, you and what's his name? You and Ray have a different perspective on what this divorce looks like or what's supposed to be happening in it. So when he sat down with him and had that conversation, which I was trying to understand, how is he the only hitman in the city? Like, like, like how
You know what?
how
I'm glad you brought that up because
how
let me tell you
convenient was
something.
it that he's the nigga that pulls up to the
Because he
job?
works with the police. So the police
Yes.
probably got other people in the street that's just like, here goes something, a flag, and then they send it to Gary. Because you remember you had the strippers in the club. She was like, I don't know if he about that life, but here go his name. So they got, people all over.
That's not even my problem. My problem is the amount of people who are looking for hitmen. Because it had
It's a
even
lot.
been 120 days, and we getting boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what?
Bro, you know how nervous I am to look. Have y'all ever looked in aging myself? Have y'all ever looked in a newspaper for something, like for help for doing something? And
Wait. What you mean aging yourself? How old do you think I am?
this isn't for us. Clearly, we are close to the
Oh,
age on this podcast.
that's right. I forgot. Yes. Yes.
But like, just looking for help or even just looking to go do something, it's just like the anxiety it has. So somebody to be bold enough or have to be audacious enough to be out in the streets looking for somebody to kill people. Like, how crazy is that?
I
I was
mean,
like, thank God ain't no black people, and god damn it, they the third dude on that ain't real.
and he was in the hood too. So I'm like, you could have really had one of your boys do this for you.
I
And if all of them
Wait,
just say no, they're not real for real.
Mm.
Yo, if I'm in a
wait.
gang and I feel like I need one of y'all to take out somebody and everybody say no, I'm gonna think this gang ain't real.
What if your gang say this is for community? What you doing, cuz?
Then that's not the kind of gang I would ask to go take somebody out. If they all
Wait. Did you say cuz?
I did.
West Coast gang. You want a West Coast then?
Look, where I'm from, they beef about neighborhoods. Ain't no gangs out there.
Listen. Oh my god. Okay. All right. But okay, I understand. And I'll be honest with you, for a couple scenes, I was with you, Jason. I was like, yo, is she playing? Is she playing? And then I saw Ray and I saw how Ray was. And I was like, oh, okay, there's a little something to this. A little something to this. Cause I mean, for Ray to rush to, first of all, his anger towards like he was gonna like attack her. Not even like Gary. He was going for Madison. Like the way she was when he first met her. And I think you're thinking of it as manipulation because the day he met her, she wasn't the same person as when he saw her again later. That's because she left. she got out of that toxic situation, started to open up, started to be happy and free. So I think it came off as manipulation when it was really like freeing. Because when she was talking, I was like, yo, is he hitting you, girl? What are you doing?
Ray wasn't doing a motherfucking thing to her. So I'm gonna let you get that. You're right. It was two different people. But then the conversation also changed. So then she started saying, hey, so you a hitman. How do you hide bodies? He was like, huh? He was like, so if you was to do it though, what would you do? It sounded like OJ Simpson, right? Like and then everything that she was asking from the beginning, from the first conversation to when he found out that Ray was killed, it was everything that he coached her into doing. And then she killed him when he was asleep.
Question.
Oh,
Question. You mean to tell me, Jason, that you dating a fine ass chick? Fine. Damn. She know how to do everything, dog. You know how whatever that chick said. Now,
she ain't gotta do all
that. Then you find out that she's a contract killer. You ain't gonna ask no questions. You got no curiosity.
Go ahead and lie.
It wouldn't hit you at all.
Go ahead and lie.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna tell you why, because I don't want to be an accessory. I don't want to be involved or intertwined with any of that.
I don't believe you. I'm not a
like,
I don't really want to call you mentiroso, but I don't believe you.
What was
you got a little bit of Spanish? You got a little bit of Spanish down here? What you talking about?
I mean, we know. Jazz, we know.
If this was a gift, I would throw up the Captain America. I know that reference. Because I almost didn't. I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. But I was like, oh, okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't. But so you telling me, Lisa, you don't think she was like you don't think she was like making notes and keeping and like making mental notes of all these things?
No. I think honestly, I strongly believe it was the case of her being curious, her wanting to know. And then when he hit her with the he's trying to kill you, everything she remembered him saying started flooding back to her mind. I don't think it was her intention. Flooding back to her mind.
It never left her. It never left.
She was thinking about her safety.
Jazz, the woman intentionally put them at the club that Gary likes to go to.
Jason, I know it's a little personal, but are you married?
I'm not. I'm
okay.
not married.
All right. I'm gonna give you a heads up. I don't know which way you swing, but I think I kind of know. Women don't forget shit. Okay? What you said 2 years ago? Be ready to defend it 2 years later. All right? Don't forget shit. So yes. It matches. Sorry. All right. I'm be quiet. I know. I'm doing the most. I'm gonna calm down.
That's Balagna. That is Balagna. I don't give a damn. I can't believe you're trying to defend this goddamn woman. This woman is vindictive and a devil.
No, Jason, I don't think she was plotting the whole time. Because it's one of the things to where when you're dating somebody, their interests turn into your interests. And so she's just let's go to the gun range. Because I would go to a gun range as a date means I could be a killer.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why y'all got me fucked up in this episode. I'm gonna tell y'all where. One, I'm gonna tell y'all where y'all had me fucked up because they met at a hitman in a hitman initiation. It wasn't like it wasn't like they just was out in the street and it was just like, oh, if they would have met at the pause for the cause, if that's what they would have met at, I would ride with y'all.
But Jason, they met second date.
What was the first one, Jazz?
But hold on, he helped her off that ledge. The impact of him had her like, you know what? You're right. Let me hold on to my money. I'm not gonna kill nobody.
I'm gonna be real with you, Jazz. The way he let off is why Brian got fired from the police force in Fast and the Furious, because you're not supposed to do stuff like that. Brian got fired. I don't know how he didn't get fired from that job. He should have lost that hitman gig.
See, this is how I know you desperate. You pulling Fast and Furious references to back you up.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Am I wrong? Why y'all defending Madison so much? She's a good-looking woman, but God, no.
I'm sorry. Question. Remind me again. Did anybody else in that marriage meet with the contract killer, or was it just Madison? Remind me again, real quick.
Yes, he did. He met. Now he met with which I would have see. And now that's my only issue with this. That's my only issue with the movie, because I would have enjoyed it more because we know, or we can assume, well, I'm assuming, let me not speak for y'all. I assume that Jasper spearheaded that in some way, form, or fashion, because he knew something. It would have been dope, but I also feel like it would have been cheap if they would have had like a conversation between them where he put him in the direction of him. Because they were like, oh, we got somebody quick. There's no video, just audio this time. And he was like, oh, so this is just convenient for the next, right after this shit happened, now he's looking for a killer. But it was based on what Madison put in the atmosphere. He's a professional. Show him. Whoa, I'm like, what? I ain't never shot nobody. Girl, chill out. What you doing?
Now, when he hired when he was hiring the professional, did he say, "Oh, and watch out for her boyfriend because he's a professional," or did he just say do them both because he didn't think much of her boyfriend?
He said doing both because he a douche.
All right then. So it's no.
Because the conversation began with her introducing his professional at what? What is he a professional at? Nigga done pulled a gun out in the middle of a conversation. Is he a professional killer? Because now I need one. Because you got one. So I need one.
So I'm not gonna lie. Madison she got a little crazy in that scene. And when I saw it, I said, Lord, I know Jason's gonna bring this up. Jason gonna see there go another woman trying to get a man killed. Because what the fuck, Madison? All of that went through my mind when I'm watching it. I said, I can hear Jason right now saying this at this scene.
What you mean outside the club?
Like, yeah, because she's just over here
no. Jason, you right in the moment. You're right. She was doing the most.
She was
doing the most.
She was scared. She was scared at first. Remember, she was chilling. She was. Let's go. Let's run. Gary pulled up. He pulled the gun out. Oh yeah, he's the professional. Oh yeah, shoot him.
But let me interject, and I'm gonna be real. This is a safe space. If I'm with my new dude, and my new dude look 10 times better than my last nigga, and he's a contract killer, and he got that tool on him, and when he pull it out, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna hype my man up. I'm like, yeah, it's pointed at my ex. Oh my God. I'm gonna be talking so much shit to my ex. I'm gonna be like, see, what the fuck you gonna do? I would get all up in his face. And I would be like, hit him with the pistol. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Has the collection plate because she preaching. All right. Hey
man, I brought it up previously, but it would definitely be like Ike Turner in the coffee shop real quick. I might not live to see the next day, but I got my leaks in. I'm gonna get my licks in. She ain't gonna do this shit no more.
All right. Now I don't operate the way Madison does. Okay. My husband is from the Bronx. I don't put him in situations where that's gonna be a problem because I don't like visiting nobody in prison. I'm good.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's so much that goes in. It's a lot goes into that process. One thing I did enjoy though is, I love meta commentary, Jazz. So I do feel like him as a professor was more so progressing his character as to where he was at that point and where he was going to, or what he was trying, or what he was facing at that point. So the professor scenes, I feel like it was very necessary, for it, because it kind of lets you know who Gary was and what Gary was going through. And I really enjoyed that as well, because it added another layer to this character, or to the story of a person.
I was gonna ask y'all what y'all thought about those scenes, because I definitely understand the importance of them, because you see him grow, because his students wasn't looking at him like he's saucy. But then in that last scene, it was like, damn, when did he start looking good? He out here having sinful sex. That's what it is. So he's turning to Ron.
Fucking making him act like that.
You see the difference between Ron and Gary.
Well, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. That's when you get well, where I'm from. Let me not say where y'all from. Like, you're smelling yourself. That's what they say when you be fucking. Yeah. So yeah, Gary starts smelling himself.
But I think Gary, what Gary and Ron had is what Sherman wanted him and Buddy Love to be from Nutty Professor. That's what Sherman wanted.
I can see that. I mean, he wanted to be the size of Buddy Love with Sherman's mind. So I mean, a little bit different, but I get you. I get what you're saying.
Let me have my parallels, Jason. Just let me have them. But so let me ask y'all this: when we found out that Jasper knew everything, did your first response say, "Oh, Jasper got to die," or did you think Jasper would make it to the end, or that he would survive? I'm gonna ask you first, Lisa.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't expecting this ending. Like I really wasn't. I was like, oh, they going for it? Oh, they're doing it. Oh, they did it. Okay. Like I thought that maybe like they would convince him somehow, send him on his way, or like honestly, when he went to her place with the audio and he was like doing the phone thing, I thought that they had lied to him, and that there was video, and that like Jasper had kind of told them something so they could kind of like, okay, like you're full of shit. No, well, watch what happens. So when he came back into the truck and they looked the way they look, I was like, oh shit, they saw everything. And then I was like, oh no, okay. So from that point on, I was like, I don't know what's about to happen. I was off. So I did like it though. I did like it.
What about you, Jason?
What was the question?
How did you feel about Jasper having an end of life? Or did you expect it?
I don't know. I don't know what I expected, truly. Because it was whatever it was going to happen. I felt like it was going to be a triangle between Jasper, Madison, and Gary at some point. Like I felt like there was going to be some type of issue, some type of conflict. Because I was just like, all right, so he goes into the house to do this quick drive by. Yeah, I mean, I guess when you grown, you don't call, you don't knock on the, you don't call before you come. You just pull up when you in love.
Her door was never locked.
Just pull up when you're in love. So cool. He pulls up. He pulls the phone out, but he goes back to the house after knowing it's an active investigation going on. He don't call her. He don't text her to give her a heads up. Nothing. Ain't none of these things going on. So you just pull back up at the house and this nigga sitting there. I say, oh shit. But when she went to the kitchen, I'm like, yeah, nah, she's not going to allow him. So she done caught 2 bodies quick.
Yeah. It kind of makes sense now why she would probably try to date a hitman. Because
she just like trying to get it in.
Killing people didn't seem like it bothered her too much. Not, I guess, like a regular person would.
No. So you were saying earlier about how like the classroom scenes, you saw him like transitioning and you saw different things. So I observed something that I was like, I thought they were going to do it continuously through the movie, but they only did it, I guess, 3 times. And that was when they were showing like the names of the streets. And so the intro, they had Alan Toussaint, which was the name of a famous physician, which, New Orleans makes sense. I guess that was kind of the setting, the intro.
Mhm.
And then when he got the gig, like he officially became like the hitman, they showed the crossroads, desire and law, or the streets. So I thought that that was interesting. And then when he finally got him some, okay, the crossroad was I think the
Petey.
phrasing's Petey and pleasure.
Yeah.
So I looked at Petey, and according to the thing, Petey is like a reverence for God or devout fulfillment of religious obligations. So I was like, is that kind of like a divide there? You know, like
It is. I mean, but each time it was based on the conversation he was having in the classroom too. Like
mhm.
each one, because I think that was when it was super ego, the id,
Yeah, yeah.
in the damn, what was like ego? Was it ego? I think ego. Ego was
Yeah,
the last
it
one.
was the it was the it
Id, super ego,
yeah
and yeah. So I
in
was
the
like, I was looking
in
at that, and it was interesting seeing that ego is the one that keeps us grounded. Which, like, when you actually have a conversation about ego, most people confuse or they misinterpret what ego is.
yeah.
And it's every time they're talking about pride, or they talking about a whole bunch of different other things. It's never ego, because ego isn't a thing. It's what keeps you here. It's when you have too much or not enough where we start having the problems in that
Mhm.
situation. So, like I said, you start seeing Gary. Yeah, Gary is the one, because he had all these different names. Having conflict with with his, because he was just like, you know what, he was living outside of both means at some point. He was just like, man, fuck this job. I'm finna get the girl. I'm finna, which makes me think. Let me wonder, Jazz, what genre is this movie?
Uh, I would think it's like a rom com. Rom com considered a genre? Yeah.
Comedy, crime, romance.
Hmm. Comedy, crime, romance, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. I was just curious, because when I was looking, I'm like, I don't even know what I would, put. It'd be close to a dark comedy than the Bear is.
The Bear's not a comedy.
That's what they keep telling us.
They're lying to us. We have to stop spreading these lies, Jason. There's nothing funny in that
Propaganda.
show. But so as Gary is going through everything, we get to see other jobs that he goes on, and then his involvement into the court system. I'm not gonna lie, I would feel like him being an undercover, like I guess a fake hitman, showing your face around court to where people could possibly see you and then hire somebody to murder you, or just murder you themselves because you're the reason why they're locked up. I just feel like it's not safe, because he seems like an informant, and informants don't really hang out around the courthouse. I don't know. Is that a reach?
Well, he has to testify because he's part of the way that they gotta.
Well,
So
like, because he was sitting in like the audience in some of the scenes.
yeah,
Where is he gonna
So
be
I
at?
don't know.
You think he gonna come in like a criminal witness, like this, like Law and Orders?
I'm just look. I'm just saying, it's just, yo, fuck y'all. I was just like, this don't seem safe. I'm over here worried about his life. Like,
This nigga's a fake hitman. This nigga, all right. He's
All right.
okay. If anybody's okay, that nigga's all right.
what's the difference between a fake hitman and a snitch?
The difference between the fake hitman and the snitch, the fake hitman is being paid to be this. The snitch is just is criminally involved with a situation, and they're
Yeah,
trying to save their own ass.
Not
yeah.
all
It's
snitches are
completely different.
involved. Some people just be snitching.
No, 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 no,
That's
no.
that.
That wait. Then it's not snitching. And I'm
Exactly.
yeah.
That's where it moves the
That's the
snitching part from it.
stigma that they put on, like, oh, you snitching. I didn't do it with the nigga. I just saw him steal. I am trying to protect my neighborhood. It's not the same thing.
Mhm. You
We
only
just
can
kind of tacked it
you
on.
can you're only a snitch if you're criminally involved with it.
Yeah.
You can't be a snitch if you just like They said it out like the granny that seen the boy shoot the boy in the neighborhood telling that's not snitching.
Well, let me just change it. What's the difference between a fake hitman and an informant? Is that a better term for y'all? Informant, is that better?
No, because the fake hitman is being paid by the law. Like that's his job. That is his job. That's his title. The informant, on the other hand, 9 times out of 10, well, they don't have to be criminally involved. They could just be somebody that wants to be involved. They're not getting paid they're not getting paid for these services. Possibly, but they don't have, like, the informant doesn't have to be, but in more times than not, the informant was a criminal that got caught and they turned, and now they're helping to keep themselves out of jail. They're giving up information. And that's not what Gary was doing. And I say this knowing how a few of my people went to jail, and it was because they tried to do this to an informant, and it went back to the law, and they got their ass locked up.
Inform. Sorry. That's all I know.
That was good. That was good. Damn, I thought I had another question.
I do have 2 questions.
Sure.
One, which was your favorite hitman disguise that he did, and who was your favorite mugshot?
I think both of them was for me. You know yours, Jazz?
Not well. I was gonna say like the American Psycho one, and then I think my favorite mugshot was the lady who was trying to kill her husband, but she got him back.
You see what I'm talking about? Insanity. Insanity. For me, it would have been when he was he said you gotta I think he said you get the 3 B's. No, he said whatever he was talking to the guy when he was having them shoot at the tiles as they was releasing them into the air.
Oh, the Patriot.
Yeah. He said I got guns, I got balls, and it was something else. Whatever he said he had, but that was my favorite, and plus the mugshot. The dude was so pissed off. He looked so confused, like, damn, what did I do? But I think my favorite contract was the one where he was like, yeah, put that bitch head in the bag. Yeah, that was I was like, nigga, what? I thought he was gonna walk away. He was like, I just don't. Fuck it. She'd be going tomorrow. I'm getting all my shit back.
Wait, the kid, he was like, you're gonna be like an orphan. He said, kill the bitch. Like, yo, that's your mom. Yo. And then the fact that he was like that future school shooter, and then he was and he was only like, he would be like locked up for like 2 years, and then he would be out.
He wasn't even locked up for 2 years. It was like probation or whatever. It was something very like slap.
Right, a slap on the wrist. Like, you trying to get a contract to kill your mom.
We need to watch him. What are we talking about? I think the one that you're talking about, Jason, is it when he has the little Chucky red hairstyle? Is that the one? We got the glasses
and the gloves. He had the little
gloves.
gloves.
That was my favorite Hitman one. It was, but my favorite mugshot was the black dude in the nightclub. he's like betting. He goes.
At first, I thought that was the guy from Your Honor. I was like, dang, he getting in some different stuff, but that ain't him. That wasn't him. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Okay, the main black guy that be up under the auntie.
Not the little boy.
No, the older one, the main one. He was the one that helped the little boy out when he was like, man, we got to get you up out of here. You can't come back though.
That's all what happened with that.
Y'all get in a lot more TV. I wish I could.
Your Honor.
I just have a list of things that I want to see.
Your Honor's pretty good. It's a bit triggering being pissed off with certain characters, but it's pretty good. Do y'all have a favorite Hitman movie?
I'm gonna let Lisa go because she was kind of a bit excited when it came to this topic. So you go ahead, Lisa. The floor is yours.
So I was like, they were hitmen. I was like, there's so many that I love. And then I was like, do I have a problem? So
Are you the problem?
am I the problem? So I narrowed it down to 3.
Okay.
The first one. And I will die on this hill if I have to. Ninja Assassin. I don't care what nobody say. I watch that movie all the time. I don't care. Anytime it's on, I'm gonna watch it. Ninja Assassin. No shame. No shame. Number 2, it's Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith. I mean, just like the movie. Like no, like the TV show was entertaining, but I'm comparing it to the movie. Nah. Nice try though. You know.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Oh,
But
wait, oh,
this show,
I,
the floor is yours. The floor is yours.
okay,
I'm sorry.
okay. And the third one, Colombiana, because you know she killed that shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was more like I feel like it's underrated. Like I was like y'all sleeping on it. It's so damn good.
Nah,
And that is mine.
that's a really good movie. Colombiana, yeah, that's good. Jason, do you have yours?
Yeah. Of course, John Wick. Come on. You gotta put my man. You gotta put my man's in that. See, he wasn't eh. And I mean, I guess you could put Jules and
Pulp Fiction.
yeah, Pulp Fiction. You could put them in there because they was hitmen. Technically they get called to do bodies. I think let me see. I had something. Oh, I'm gonna go with dang. I can't think of the movie, but the movie with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. That was actually a pretty good movie.
Oh,
Collateral.
no,
Collateral.
yeah, Collateral.
Collateral when Tom Cruise was a hitman. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one.
Jason loved Tom Cruise.
Relax.
All right, so mine are going to be No Country for Old Men. Very good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say The Big Hit.
The Big Hit.
The one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
All right.
I hear The Judgment and it's crazy.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, those are my only 2.
There was no judgment in there. It was just like, okay, I see where you're going.
Okay, yeah, pretend what it was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but nah. Yeah. It's
Full
good. That's good though.
Judgment.
I be thinking like, man, because I be thinking like, when are they assassins? And I be trying to think of like,
Or would you consider Born Identity one? Even though he was one, but then you know what I mean?
and that's where I was at because John Wick wasn't that in the movie. He used to be though. He was the person they called for that, but he came back. I mean, that was the reason
hardcore.
They kind of stayed the fuck away from him. So yeah,
They
I watched
tried.
like
he made me want to see a prequel to John Wick. Like, well, my nigga, like, what was it like when you was in it then? Because this is wild. This is wild.
That would be kind of interesting. Because I know they got their different spinoffs with that, but I guess he's not dead yet because isn't there a part 5 coming?
There's 4 movies.
He's dead.
But they say he's coming back for 5. So I guess like dream sequences.
No, Jason. I saw a grave. I see nobody.
And Jason always say, unless you see a body.
He doesn't want to come back. So the 5th is going to be about the blind guy, which is
yes,
it's going to be about him, and of course the daughter that was trying to kill him is going to be about them, and of course they got the ballerina, which is a spinoff, which he may be in that. I think he'll be in ballerina, but I don't think he's going to be in the next John Wick though, if they even call it John Wick or whatever they may call it, maybe like epilogue or something.
Was that in like Wanted? What about that one? What do you guys think about that one?
Oh, Wanted is a good one. Wanted is good.
Are they hit?
Man? I saw that in theaters. I haven't seen that in a minute. Wanted was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are hitmen. They are because I mean, technically, the linen tells you who's next.
Yeah.
They are hitmen, but they answer to the cloth. Although the real conspiracy is that it was Morgan Freeman pulling the strings, but
He said all of y'all stuff came out. Now kill each other.
But I'm be honest, it was nice to kind of see a black man being the man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's
pulling
true.
the strings. Just saying.
That was a good twist. That was a really good twist.
Yeah.
But these two have a really weird wedding ceremony type of thing at the end of this movie over Jasper's dead body or dying body. And they have a happy ending. But and then, before they get to the ending, till death do us part, and they smash in the kitchen while Jasper is dying.
Both of them sociopaths, and she been there. Because she was like, because her first thing was, she said, I just killed the cop. What's going to happen? And he was just like, let me protect you from this moment.
He did a great job.
They were both sociopaths from the get-go.
No, don't go with it now. Don't go
no,
with it now.
First of all,
don't ride with it. I said they were.
No. I never listen. You called her manipulative and all that other stuff, and I was like, I don't think that's what she was doing. I don't think that's what she was doing. Okay, that's what she was doing.
That's exactly what she was doing, though. She was trying to get how she was looking at how to get away with murder on TV, and she was trying to figure it out, but she had the guy right there next to her.
Jason, it's a really good show, except for the last season.
Which show?
How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh, yeah. They never had the opportunity.
You talk about Hitman, the nigga that was on Scandal. He was a good Hitman.
Huh?
The nigga from yeah. Until they caught him.
You're always good till you get caught.
I mean, everybody get caught. Oh, is James Bond? Nah, never mind.
Ethan Hunt is not an assassin. He just goes on really crazy missions. The reason why I know that because I'm 5 movies in, motherfuckers.
Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Catch up.
I got 2 more. Two more.
Yes. She's not an action gal.
Whatever.
hey, Jason, I saw the most recent one in 4DX. Quite experience.
We ain't got that type of stuff here, so don't tell me about that. Somebody was like, because the chick at work, she was like, "Oh man, I want to go see Twisters in 4D." I said, "You're not gonna do it here. You're not doing that shit here. So where y'all going? Take me, goddammit. I want to experience that."
Wait, Jason, where you at?
In Little Rock. In Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh wow!
Don't do that! Don't do that! That's like the pit. That was the most pitiful. Like what? Like that's it. Imagine like if a woman was to say that to me. I don't know how I would feel about that. Like wow. Oh, if you don't get the fuck out of here. You better cheer about this. What are you doing?
Oh my God. I ain't left her out of reaction in a minute. But we have I'm sorry, Jason, that you can't experience it. But we have our villains. They have a happy ending. Nice house, family, kids, all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all favorite movies where the villain succeeds or has a happy ending?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I had an issue figuring this one out.
That's interesting. Because it's
Yeah,
a lot
I know.
Sadly, I was having trouble narrowing it down. I think I might be a sociopath. It's weird.
Just
How
maybe
many
don't
did
see
you have to?
signs.
How many did you have on your list? Because I got a solid 5.
Jesus Christ.
And of course, they're all well, all but
Almost
one is horror.
like 8. Number 9, I'm like,
all right, what's your list?
oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Jason had
okay.
a rough time, and you got 9. So I want to hear your 9.
All right. Let's get into this.
Oh,
All right.
let me say mine first.
Go
I
ahead.
got it. The Watchmen.
Okay.
Nigga blew up the world.
I mean, that is the ultimate villain. That is the best one.
Was that on your list?
No,
Okay.
nah. Because Watchmen was a good movie, but like this bunch of other ones that I like better than that. So I was like,
Oh, so you said it was trash.
no. You're not about to get these fanboys after me. That's not what I said.
It was cool, just not cool
what I
enough
said.
for my list, is what I'm saying. The floor is yours, Lisa. Let me step back.
Okay. Number 1, Skeleton Key.
Oh,
I never seen it.
that's a good one.
Oh, Jason, you got to see it. Because let me tell you something. There's so much about this movie that I love. One is that it was just so true to Black people. Nah, bitch, I'm not going in the house. Shit look weird. I'm leaving. Sorry, apologies for the language, but like, oh my gosh, yo, that ending. When you realize it was set up the whole time, and the fact that she said to him, "I told you I wanted a Black one," and he's like, "You know they never stay." No, we don't.
That movie was good.
So good. I don't know if you're gonna watch it, Jason. I don't want to ruin it for you, but let's say that it's worth the ride, yo.
I mentioned
And
it to
like,
him a few times.
you got to see it. And then once you watch it and you know how it ends, like going back and look at it and you see like it just okay. Sorry. Number 2, Gone Girl. Cause don't trust these blonde women. My girl killed it.
Amazing Amy.
Killed it. She did such a good job. They made her the same character in another movie, Netflix movie.
Take Care.
Why Do I Care So Much or something?
Yeah, Take Care. That movie triggered me because it was just fucked up.
So messed up. And if she hadn't died at the end, that would be on this list. Oddly enough, not oddly enough, but Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1978 version. Because then aliens, they won. Nightcrawler. Because that dude, he was the villain.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, Jake. That's my guy.
5, I thought it was gonna be on everybody's list. 7, because that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though he died, that's what he wanted. He won. Like he won. 6 was Brightburn because evil Superman.
That was Baby Homelander.
Girl, you ain't said but a word. Arlington Road. That was
Is that Leo and nope, I'm thinking of Revolutionary Road.
Yeah.
Thinking about the wrong movie.
And that one was depressing for a whole different reason. No, Arlington Road this one's more about like this neighbor. He like his neighbors, technically something was off about them, and he realized too late that they were terrorists, but they don't do the terror. They frame you to do it, and they were setting him up from the beginning. It was such a mind freak, and they won. Like, it was so good, and they won at the end. Like, It's from 1999. Like it's worth the
I have to check that out.
Mm-hmm. Technically, Cabin in the Woods because
Yeah.
yeah, and
Cabin in the Woods.
yeah, and that
Wait,
movie
I
like
mean,
brought my love for
the
horror
Earth,
movies back at the time when it was like kind of dwindling.
the creatures definitely, yeah, the Earth was being destroyed.
Mm-hmm. They won. Um.
I care a lot. This movie we was talking about, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, add Saltburn to my list.
Okay, so I haven't seen it, but I heard it's effed up. So,
Yep. Yep.
and then
It,
once I heard there was something with somebody drinking bath water, I was like, "Oh, that's why people shit. I'm good, thank you." Done.
it was.
I would love to drink somebody's bath water.
Okay,
All right. So my list.
so that's men stuff then. Okay, because I don't know any females who would do that.
I
Females who would do that.
yeah.
All right. So mine is gonna be The Ring, the first one.
Ooh.
Samar one.
Hey,
I am gonna throw Azazel in there from Fallen with Denzel.
I was thinking it. I was thinking it.
And I'm gonna say Damon and them in The Omen. Every Omen movie, because that little boy never gets defeated because he's a devil and he just keeps winning. And of course, Saw Part 1, one of the best closings of any kind of movie. And big
history.
Thanos of Infinity War. Because he went, killed all them people,
and won.
and got his check. But yes. And that, of course, is our film, Hitman. Did y'all have any kind of scenes that y'all want to go through? Any questions?
Let me see. Oh, you know what? I did have a thing. So Gary was very put together. And yet I see Gary in a gym at all. I require one gym scene for suspension of disbelief, please. Thank you. Just one. Just one.
I get that because he was very cut.
Very.
Like,
Very.
he's trying to be like Ryan Gosling out here. Like, all right. I ain't a mid woman though, but you gotta relax. But I feel that.
I was just saying. Like, I was like, huh. I was like, okay. Mother. Jason?
Oh, no, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Yeah, I don't. As far as with him going to the gym, I've never thought about that. One thing I more so look out for is when they brushing their teeth, like they just do it with water. Like that's the one thing I look at.
Yeah. Mouth
But
dry.
outside of that, yeah, I'm like, okay, they're just not gonna throw nothing on the toothbrush. Like that's just how it starts and ends. Huh? Okay. But yeah, outside of that, no, I don't think I have any things like that. I understand, I get that. No, I've never thought about that.
And it was nice to see him getting along with his ex.
Yeah. They seem
Yeah.
real cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say real cool. I don't know about that, but that was cool.
They seem real cool.
They went and had lunch together and having like regular conversation, decent conversation.
Yeah.
So I would say that's pretty cool. Not like real cool like they fucking, but like real cool like they're cordial.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Like there was no like tenseness or awkwardness between them. It was just like, what are you doing with your life?
She told
Get
him he needs some
somebody.
hoes. And he found the love of his life.
Boom.
Right after she said it, like she spoke that into existence.
So
But okay, so
your
how
ex
many
got
years
it.
went? How many years went past? Because they had like 2 kids, and these kids look nothing alike. These kids big as a motherfucker. Like
Okay. Had to have been 5 to 6 years, I think, because the girl whoever was look, they were like 4, 3, 4. And I think it's meant to give you the comfort in knowing that, yeah, they definitely got away with it.
Yeah. They don't look like they any older. You get that House of the Dragon DNA.
But 5 years don't make you look that old, that much older, Jazz. Not when you get not in
For
your
black
30s.
people.
But I mean, he looked like these two look like they look genetically okay. I'm just saying.
Jason wouldn't let me get my joke off.
I mean, I let you get it off, but it was just like swinging a miss. So I was just like, let me.
Nope, don't need you to save me. But I agree. Probably about 4 to 5 years. Would you have, I guess, preferred something to more to show the time jump, or
I just wanted like a flash up, like how many years passed. Like, let me know.
you want
It's
a
just
text at
like,
the bottom?
yeah, something. They just let it be, and it's just like, all right, so that's it. He just gets the girl. After I done watched Baby Driver, that nigga didn't get the girl. I done watched Great Gatsby, he didn't get the girl. Like every time they never get the girl, but this time, this nigga is a horrible person.
Glen Powell always gets the girl in his movies. Not always. That's a lie.
In Devotion, he didn't.
I didn't see Devotion.
And that was based on a true story, so they
Yeah,
can't.
it's a little different.
Like, yeah.
I mean, it was more so
Well,
based on more
This
based
is
on.
all. This is also based on a true story.
It is. It is.
Oh yes, yeah.
Nigga
So,
shoulda got
do you know
fired.
what based on a true story actually means in Hollywood?
Loosely based, right?
Uh, depending on the subject matter, sometimes very, very loosely based. Like, yeah, this person named this person, this is their job that exists, and nothing else was truth. Now, in this, I think it's more, they did more, but yeah, like that's how loose they
Yeah.
can get with based on true story.
Yeah, Titanic is what taught me that.
To say based on a true story. Like not.
Titanic, I'm like, man, damn,
But James he was very
Rose still alive? Mama?
Is the diamond still in the ocean?
Isn't it? Like, man, this shit's made up for a story.
He was very forthcoming. Listen, that old lady was wrong. All right. Like the one that she dropped the jewel into the ocean.
Yeah, she shouldn't have done that. Not after one night with somebody. Sis, that could have been for your grandkids or something.
Which I think she had kids. I think. I know she lived life to the fullest. I know that.
Yeah, she definitely did. But the question why we are here, at least I'm gonna ask you first. Was it good though?
Yes. Yes, it was.
All right. Jason.
I was very pleased.
Okay. Jason, was it good though?
It was thoroughly impressed with this story. I appreciate the uniqueness of the stuff that I've been watching as of late.
That's good. We definitely love some unique stories. You gonna ask me, Jazz, was it good though? Yes. Yeah, it was.
You're not even gonna ask it.
Like Jason was supposed to ask.
You didn't give me a chance to say nothing.
Back. It's gonna be look, you know
it was
yeah.
Jazz, was it good though?
I had a really good time with this movie. Yes, it was.
The movie that he told you should see that you were dragging your feet to go see.
We didn't have to circle back to that. Now people they got it at the beginning and the end. But yes, this is.
Well, it's I gave Jason such a hard time. I need to be balanced and fair.
No, I am. I look. You see this? You see this? Hairline intact. There's no sweat on my face. There was no hard time. It was a good time. Let go.
He probably had a cramp on his leg though. Jason,
I didn't.
His leg.
I would have stood up if so. There was no cramps. There was no cramps.
But I got two. What did you think though? I switched the name up of this segment because it was just giving me too much of a hard time, and I was just like, nah. But what did you think, though, is our segment to where we pretty much asked you guys what you thought about the movie or TV show we are reviewing, and we pretty much share your comments on the show. Swerve said, "Is all pie good pie?" I thought that was a cute little quote.
I'm sorry. I mean, yes.
What, Lisa? What's your favorite kind of pie, if you have one?
That would be depending on where we're getting it from, apple or cherry.
Okay. Jason, what about you?
Nah, I'm good on pie.
Oh, because you fuck with cheesecake, right?
I do.
Yeah, you one of them.
What you guys say, Lisa? What you guys say, Lisa? I seen your face. I seen your face, Brown. Who out here just eating pie? You just want a pie.
Apple pie is really good. He a hater. Jason got peasant tongue anyway, so it don't even matter.
Nah, give me some cheesecake. Give me a regular cake. Apple, but pie is like the last of anything. I eat a peach cobbler first. I like peach cobbler, so let me not say it like I don't like peach cobbler, but yeah, no, I don't want no pie.
Just plain cheesecake or like flavored?
Plain cheesecake. I will eat a plain cheesecake if baked and done properly. But yeah, now give me a caramel. It's this nice sandy pecan cheesecake that used to get made. That I used to eat with caramel on top.
My sister makes raspberry cheesecake from scratch. I love that, but that's raspberry cheesecake. You know what I mean?
You like raspberry? Like that's a flavor you like on purpose?
You ain't coming at me with your little whack behind cheesecake plain.
What's wrong with cheesecake plain? If made properly, cheesecake plain is fire. But raspberry though?
Again.
I mean, but from scratch. But what kind of crust you put on it?
Oh, I don't know. She made it from scratch. She's a baker. I just eat it. That's my contribution.
Yeah, eat it. I got it. I feel it. I'm feeling it. I feel you. But yeah,
now, if
cheesecake.
you head down here, maybe I can like orchestrate something, have her make it for you.
Where you at?
Get you a real. I'm all the way in South Florida.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
That's from between Fort Lauderdale and Miami.
I know the area. I know the area well.
No judgment on that, but we have one more. What did you think, though? From Thursday, sleeper amazing movie. Glen Powell is gonna have a long run. He showcased his range, and I think we got us a good superstar and leading man. He will have his own franchise in the next 5 years. Just watch. I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't seem like a reach for me, because Glen Powell, like, he's working, and so. And I also saw a headline where he's planning to be in the next Top Gun movie as well. So
he should be. He should be. They should bring their people back. You know, he got sidelined for one of the characters, but yeah.
It happens. It happens. But now we have our Link of Thrones. Lisa, do you have your person ready?
Yes.
Who you got?
I have Madison Adria Arjona, who was also 5 in 6 Underground with Ryan Reynolds.
That's crazy.
She took yours. Please tell me yes.
She did. She took it.
Oh,
no, that's good. No,
the chick you was dogging all episodes.
I mean, if she a bad character in the movie, don't mean she a bad person.
Yes. That's like a checkmate. Your battleship has been sunk. Who is your backup person, Jason? Do you need a few minutes to pick somebody?
I have to the backups if you need help, because I was pretty sure I was.
What you doing? What you doing?
She trying to help you too.
Sanjay Rao. He's the one who played Phil. He was in The Flight Attendant.
The series?
TV show.
Okay. I am going to go with Rita. She was a police officer in this. They did not give her a name, but she was also in
No, they
Parks
didn't.
and Rec. Very great show.
Love
Every
it.
every
Good,
time
good
Leslie Knope
girls too.
falls down that list or that daggone dirt hill in episode 1, it makes me laugh every time. I'm gonna watch it after this episode.
The Dirt Hill.
I'll send it to you. It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, I was watching it, and I watched this nice stream of them. And Chris' character had like this thing they kept trying to debate if they were gonna fill it up or not fill it up, and somebody kept falling into it. I'm assuming that's what that was. I never seen the person fall into it, but he can't. Yeah, I never seen that. So that's a piece to the puzzle I don't have.
Nah, but
Parks and Rec is that show was hilarious. I'm sorry. It was so funny.
I love
It's
it.
so funny.
But Lisa, did you want
Like,
to?
I want my
Did you want to plug anything before we close out?
The floor is yours, Lisa.
Uh, yes, let's see. Again, on Tubi, you can find The Zombie Chronicles, which you have to talk about the full thing because we're not established like that just yet to find it. And it's a drama comedy. It's kind of like, what if zombies were not monsters, but just people who were born with a certain gene that allowed them to come back. They have normal jobs, but they are technically ostracized. They are the minorities of that community. So it's a nice little. And it was made on a stick of a paper clip and a prayer. So ultra low budget. And then NXG Global Productions, my YouTube channel, and Instagram, and we're Movie Lovers Instagram, where you can find us. We movie talk, and we have lives every once a month, and talk about news, movies, TVs, current events, question of the week, get audience participation, and yeah, fun stuff. I'm gonna hire a hype man next time because I really suck at this. I get
No,
better.
you got a bunch
I
of
will do
stuff
better.
going on. Like, that's a blessing, and definitely appreciate you coming on with us. Jason, did you have any closing remarks? Or actually, Jason, you close us out.
Hey yo.
Well, we appreciate everybody for listening. Lisa, we appreciate you for coming on and kicking it with us, because we can be a bit much. So I'm glad you were able to hang. What?
I'll be chilling.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
Ooh.
I wasn't sure if Lisa was gonna be like, "Oh my God, my ears." I'm glad. I wasn't. I ain't know. You seem pretty calm, pretty chill in the chats and the messages. Now you do have a lot of details and a lot of stuff you be going into, but you seem pretty chill. So I ain't know. I know I'm. Everywhere I go, I'm just blah in your face, black. No.
You sounded like Martin from Bad Boys. That's what you just reminded me
of. But episode 113, of course, you get this one last week. Was our Deadpool review. Peep that one.
Twisters.
Okay.
So y'all twisting y'all fingers. Y'all need to chill. Hold up.
Listen. I talk with my hands, okay? That's what made me such an awesome, interpreter for sign language.
You can do sign?
I did sign too.
Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Episode 113 of the Was It Good Though podcast. I am Jason.
Oh, my name is Jazz. I was signing it for the people on our YouTube. Y'all be sure to check that out if you're listening. Subscribe to the Was It Good Though podcast.
Yes, I guess.
And I'm the guest, Lisa.
Dropping that sign language.
I I can't do no signs except one. All right, I see y'all next.
Cheers.